need to be checked out. If you think Azteca is top tier, I'm sorry, but you need to be checked out. I don't think you're mentally stable enough to continue. I'm sorry, I'm just going to put it out there. Those people, they need help. They need help. Gotta fight a death boss with no converts. Oof. Oof. Defeat culture. They're myth. Why the heck are they myth? All my homies hate myth people. Pig World. So boring. Yeah, Wisteria's... yeah, it's okay. It's not the greatest. It's not my least favorite. It's not my favorite either. It's kind of in the middle. It's nice and short, which I like. I value short worlds that get the job done without too much, like, extra stuff. You see, the longest world that I have in, like, my top few worlds is Imperia, and that's simply because it's nice to be able to... it's actually a good world. Even though it is super duper long, generally it flows together well. The only bit that I really dislike is the aeroplanes, because technically, lore-wise, that could be completely deleted and it would still be basically as similar to the same story. But I only learnt that after I read through all of the dialogue individually, piece by piece, for the story so far series, which I also think is a very good series on my channel. That was finished releasing just before the Lemuria came out, and I think it's very good. Again, self-promotion, but I don't care. It's my channel, so it's not selling out. You're questing through aeroplanes on your balance right now. Nice. I love the aeroplanes, don't get me wrong, I love it. I just feel like it's not particularly needed in the story. Like, most of it could be deleted. It's more of a filler area. Kind of like Azteca. Not Azteca. Wow, yeah, Azteca's kind of a filler area. Avalon definitely is just a filler world. Avalon could be deleted and it would still be the same story. There is no important lore in Azteca at all. Not Azteca, Avalon at all. Azteca at least has some form of lore, and it kind of builds on Morgant's character, whereas Avalon is just nothing. Like, there's just no real reason for it to be in the story. It does its job, but it's not really needed, you know? It's not exactly needed. We needed the Sword of Kings, though. Technically, but then it's never mentioned again. It's mentioned once in the galleries. Technically, it was meant to be the weapon that was used to kill Morganth. But it's mentioned once in the galleries, very briefly, and that's it. Like, it's basically useless. Like, Avalon is basically useless. The whole point of Avalon is to get a sword that we don't even use to destroy Morganth. So, yeah. Like, it's not exactly a worthwhile world for us. Like, we could have completely neglected Avalon, and the story would have been exactly the same. Only thing in Avalon that delves into Morganth's backstory was Ghost Avalon, which in my opinion was all we needed. Yeah, like that could have just been a side, not even a side dungeon, just a main dungeon before we go there. You know, it could have been like, kind of like a wee side trip in Azteca or something. Cut out half of Azteca and have like Avalon. Have it like a two-world sort of thing, but one world, technically. Because the other important part of Avalon was reforming the Council of Light. But then Merle Ambrose could have done that on his own, you know? So, it's like, eh. It's not exactly the most necessary, in my opinion. Looks cool, but is not exactly the most necessary. Sorry, I have strong feelings about Azteca, not Azteca, Avalon, after I read through all of the dialogue. piece by piece, trying to make a video about the story. Hi, Jemmy, comedian. Welcome. Welcome back. You've been following for ages. Hope you're doing well. The entire point of Croc is to get back a book, which we don't even get it. Yep, that's valid too. That's valid. That is valid. Crocotopia could be removed. But you see, I feel like Crocotopia is definitely more needed in the story than Avalon. You know? Crocotopia is more... It's just slightly different. Because at least in Crocotopia, you're helping people. You know, you're helping, like, free the Manders from the crocs that have uprisen. Whereas in Avalon, you're literally being selfish and just becoming a knight so you can get a sword. That's all you're doing. You're not even really helping anybody. Like, at least in Crocotopia, you're actually making a lasting impact on the world, you know? I'm out of hits in this boss fight. Can someone help me? Oof. He's got 90 health. What's the TFC? And I'll quickly port to you. Once we've finished this. Remove the pig world. The pig world is, the pig world is a side world anyway, so technically you don't have to do it, and it doesn't actually impact the lore at all. The only side world that impacts the lore is, Grizzleheim. That one theoretically doesn't make sense if you don't do it. Lore-wise. Give me a TFC, Ryan, and I'll come and help you. Real quick. Hold up, Rose. I'm just gonna go help Ryan real fast. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Yeah, I know you're eating. I know you're eating. Right. But yeah, no, I feel at least Crocotopia, you actually, you know, make a lasting difference to the world, whereas Avalon, you don't. You're just being selfish, really. Yeah, technically you stop the Pendragon, but, they could have done it themselves, you know. They could have done that themselves. Polaris doesn't make sense. The whole third arc doesn't make sense. Literally, the third arc doesn't make sense unless you, unless you do Wintertusk. Like, if you don't free Grandmother Raven from Wintertusk, it doesn't make sense at all. Like, it just doesn't. It really doesn't make sense at all. Yeah, I don't really delete anybody, especially on this character, because I don't add too many people on this character, so... Yeah, you should probably stay in my friends list on this character, which is cool. Here is Mans. Here is Mans. Kablam. It feels good being a noob. You never want to max. Maxing's fun. It's fun. But, I mean, the game, in my opinion, is more about the journey than the destination, you know. Brent likes having friends. It makes me feel better. Makes me feel so much better, yes. So much better. Right. Let's do this. Let's do this. Hello. Here we go. But yeah, I feel like Wintertusk and Grizzleheim should honestly be made a main world. And fit it in after Or Wintertusk fitted in after Dragonspire. Yeah, probably fit both of them in after Dragonspire. I just feel like it's kind of important. I think they should have made, I believe they should have made at least Wintertusk. At least the first few quests of Wintertusk are a requirement for Polaris. Because otherwise it really just, lore-wise, doesn't make sense at all. Because basically when you get to the third arc, you're expected to have freed Grandmother Raven. And if you haven't, in Wintertusk, which you do in Wintertusk, she has somehow got to escape. And we don't know how that has happened. Because we've freed Grandfather Spider and Chrysalis, okay? And everybody has to do that because it's part of the main quest line. Whereas Grandmother Raven is part of the main quest line of a side world, which isn't compulsory to do. So, it doesn't, to me, lore-wise, it doesn't make sense how Grandmother Raven got herself out in this alternate timeline of someone who has not done Wintertusk. Whereas she can't do that in a timeline where someone does do Wintertusk. It just doesn't quite make sense to me at all. Yeah, level 100s could easily smash it out quickly. And most people generally do it around that level anyway, or at the end of the game. It's just, for a new character, a new player, I honestly think that it should have been made a requirement. That was rude. How dare he come back into the fight? I've just killed you, sir. Wintertusk, I mean, the problem with Wintertusk is it's so deeply rooted into Grizzleheim lore that it wouldn't make sense if Grizzleheim was not a requirement, but Wintertusk was. That's why you have to either make both of them. That's why you have to make both of them a requirement. And they didn't. But, yeah. Who is Grandmama Raven? And is she thick, though? I'll let you see for yourself, but she is quite thick, I would say. She is quite thick. Yeah. What do we're in Mirage. Yeah, do a Google search. Do a Google search. That'll probably be the best bet. Wintertusk and Grizz should have been separate worlds and still part of the Spiral Arc. I mean, the problem is they're literally the same world. They can't be separate worlds. They're just different parts. It's like Imperia Part 1 and 2. They're the same world. They're just in different parts. Except the different parts are just called Grizzleheim and Wintertusk. And you know that they're the same world because the storyline across them is exactly the same. Stop the Everwinter. That is literally the storyline of both of the worlds. It just happens, however, that it seems that... hold up, I just need to quickly get the cheats for the next fight. The problem with how they did it is that back in the day, I don't think they knew how much importance the lore of Grizzleheim actually has on the rest of the game. And that's slightly not great. Slightly not great. What is this dude's cheat? Is he myth? He's balance. Okay. At the end of every round, he will place a weakness. You can't be late, otherwise mana burn. Okay, it's not too bad. It's just weakness every time. So you'll be hitting with a weakness no matter what. That's fine though. So yeah. Moolinda top tier, yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think they realized how much, like, at the time of when they were making the story, I don't think they realized how important Grandmother Raven would become when they were making the Grizzleheim Wintertusk storyline. And that's fine, but it has evolved into something that is a little bit more serious than what it originally was. Look, if they could come up with a reasonable way to make it so that Grandmother Raven got herself free somehow of a cage that she literally could not perform magic to break, that's like the biggest problem with the story. The cage that she was put in basically barred her from escaping because it stopped her magic. So I don't know how they go about like retconning that out of the story. They can't. But to me it just doesn't make sense how someone who has not done Wintertusk can all of a sudden have Grandmother Raven right in front of them. Because theoretically it's impossible. Lore-wise it's impossible. It is impossible. One of those fat for no reason chicks. Oof. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. But yeah, to me it just doesn't make sense lore-wise why Grandmother Raven is free in Arc 3 if you haven't completed Wintertusk. It just doesn't make sense. Unless there's a little bit of the story that, you know, if you hadn't completed it, you have to go back and free her. But even then, that's a lot harder to do. It just makes so much more sense for them to, like, either A, make you go change the Wintertusk story so you don't free Grandmother Raven and have to do it in the main quest, or B, make it so that Grizzleheim Wintertusk are required quests, which is why I always say that you should be doing Wintertusk and Grizzleheim when you can, before Arc 3, because otherwise it does not make sense at all. Right, this guy casts weakness every round on a random wizard, but that's fine. That is fine. Dun, 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 dun. What else do we have after this? Okay, we've got defeat and collect, then a boss fight, and then another boss fight, or 2 dungeons, and then we go to Agrabah, which is painful, which is big pain. I hate Agrabah. It's just so long for no reason. Just so long for no reason. Of course I get the weakness. 5 hours, nearly 6 hours. Nearly got 2 hours left, which is good.
What are you gonna do without me?
What do you mean, what am I gonna do without you?
You're just gonna be so sad and lonely.
Why?
'Cause...
Where are you going?
Well, after the stream is over?
I'll probably go and do work.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's very sad. Look at this frog I sent you.
Just a sec. 1 second, caller.
Caller?
Yeah.
I hardly know her.
The F in frog stands for friendship, the R in frog stands for respect, the O in frog stands for optimism, the G in frog stands for green. That's because frog is green, and that's valid.
Look how polite he is.
He's very polite. Very, very polite.
I know.
Loki forgot about Rose. Don't worry, she's here. She was just eating. Imagine eating.
I really like food.
What?
Also, I was done eating a while ago. I just had nothing to add to that conversation because I don't really care.
You don't care about the Wizard 101 lore? Oh my gosh. Can you believe
Like,
this?
I don't judge like worlds based on how does this impact the story overall. I judge it based on how much I enjoy that specific world, not how it connects to anything.
And I don't enjoy worlds that don't impact the lore overall because they're useless and redundant
And
and
this
should
is
be
why we
deleted.
don't get along.
This
Because I
is-
love Avalon.
Are you? I didn't say I didn't love Avalon. It's a good world. I'm just saying it could be better if it actually was deleted or actually was more useful
It'd be
for the
better
lore
if it
wise.
didn't exist. I don't hate it, but it'd be better if it didn't exist.
Well, I mean, it would make if it was a side world, sure, you know. If it was optional, because that's basically all that it is there for. Optional content, you know. It's basically a filler world.
I like it. It
It's a
breaks up
filler
the
world.
ugliness of all the worlds
Oh,
around it.
I agree. I agree. It's a nice, refreshing sight, but it is basically useless.
A lot of things in life are useless. That doesn't mean anything's wrong with them.
It does, actually. It does. As someone who has seen a lot of useless things, I would know.
Well,
I
it's
would
okay
know.
to be wrong.
It's okay to be right too.
Yeah,
Not
but
that
you're
you
not.
would know much about that.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Is it fine?
Mhm.
Because I'm getting the feeling that it is not fine.
I wonder why.
I don't know why would that be.
I don't know. I couldn't tell ya.
Uh-huh. Right. Lovely. But yeah, I just feel that. What do you think? What are your thoughts on Winter Tusk?
I don't remember it.
Like lore-wise.
I don't remember.
What are your thoughts on Grandmother Raven somehow becoming free out of nowhere from a prison that
I
she cannot
personally
physically
let her out.
escape?
In
Yeah,
every
but-
timeline we didn't let her out, I personally let her out.
But that's not mentioned in the lore, so did it really happen?
Yes, because I said so.
Checkmate.
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't remember any of the Wizard 101 lore ever. I
That's
watched your
why I
videos.
made videos.
I didn't retain it.
That's why I made those videos.
I don't play this game for the story.
I do.
Is that why
I
you
only-
skip the dialogue in every single playthrough but one?
Yeah. Because I've already read it. I've already read it. I only need it once. I know the story now. I only need it once. I literally know. I probably know the story more than most people because I've sat through
Probably.
and like read every single piece of dialogue in depth in the whole game up until before Lemuria. So I would have to say I'm probably one of the more knowledgeable people on Wizard 101
Oh
lore
my
at the moment. And I take that as a badge of honor, you know? Not many people can go around saying that they are pretty good and know all of the lore in the game. I'm not saying I know
That should
everything,
be in your Tinder bio.
but I know definitely a lot more than the average Joe Blogs. And that is honestly such a nice thing.
Oh my god, that's so hot.
Thanks. I am.
I'm so glad I get to be in your presence.
Who be Zeke? Zeke be not Zach.
Zeke is my best friend.
Zeke is the guy who gives training points all the time. Literally all the time. Go see him. He's cool. He's a prospector. He travels around the spiral. He's got a wife who is a collector for the Royal Museum. She collects flowers. So, yeah. So, yeah. I know all the Wizard 101 lore. Yep, exactly. That's in my Tinder bio. That's
Exactly.
how I get all of my girlfriends.
How many do you have?
That's beside the point.
I
That's not a point that needs to be discussed, honestly.
I'm stuck. Let me out.
So am I. There was extra dialogue. Can be a little bit broken. Oh my gosh. Fugly right.
What'd you
Oh my
just say?
gosh, a stone brick. Flugly right. It's actually Flugel right. Oh my gosh, so many reagents. Oh, I love this. It's paradise. He'd just be chilling in the commons looking around for stuff. He's not just in the commons, he's everywhere. Except in Lemuria. He's everywhere. He be everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Hi.
Oh my god, you just jumped and then you... Whenever you jumped, your mount jumped and then you jumped, like, off of your mount.
I'm getting off my gulcher now. It's time to leave.
And then your bird froze. So it was, like, mid-flapping.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It was very
My
interesting
bird
to
is
see.
mid-flapping. Oh wait, I just put that on you.
Oh,
Oops. Enjoy blade, boy.
it's a love blade.
Get bladed. Get bladed. Rapid said Zeke's absence from Lemuria should get Zeke conspiracy theorists excited. Why? It's literally because Lemuria has literally only been founded. He hasn't had time to go there yet. It's not that big of a deal, okay? Zeke not being in Lemuria is not that big of a deal. If he was, I would be more surprised than anything. You know, I would be more on a conspiracy theory if he was in Lemuria. Oh, it doesn't matter. I didn't blade you because we got stunned. Why we be collecting everything for him? Because he's a collectionist. I mean, I don't know why he can't do it himself. But, yeah. I feel like if Zeke was in Lemuria, I would have more of a thought about his... Why is he here? Than anything else. Like, I think it's good that they've got Zach instead. You know? And that Zach and Eloise, or whatever his wife name in Lemuria is, I don't know. Have replaced each other, have like swapped each other's souls. That's kind of funny. I like it. I like it. Zeke trying to build something to destroy Wizard 101 worlds. You're actually really funny because that is literally like half the plot of of Lemuria. And I know you haven't got up to Lemuria yet, but yeah, I wouldn't actually be surprised if Zeke was planning world domination or something. That would be funny. That would be a nice wee plot twist that I think KingsIsle would do. But the fact that he's not in Lemuria doesn't ring alarm bells to me. If he was, that would ring alarm bells to me. That would definitely ring alarm bells. Did double reagents just go up? Because you got 5 double in a row. It could be. I don't know why it would, because it's what? Wednesday? Is it Wednesday? Thursday? It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, so... Yeah, I don't know. It shouldn't be. Turns out Zeke is final boss. Maybe. Maybe.
Oh my god.
What?
You know that frog I just sent you?
Yeah.
Someone just tagged me in it on Twitter. Oh my god.
It's your brand, dude. People
I'm
see
so
frog and they're
glad.
like, oh my gosh, Aurora would love this. Here's enough. Lemuria is just a side quest for Zeke at this point. For all we have collected him, he can take over the whole spiral. The final boss Zeke. Imagine. 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 Nah, I don't think they'd do that. I would like to know more about Zeke. I think that would be an interesting storyline to go into. But also, I don't know if it's as like serious as people are trying to make it sound like it is. Yeah. Zeke infinite health, imagine. 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 10 million health. Wow. I think there's only one boss with over a million health in the game. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dylan. Turns out Melly is actually the good guy. I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, I don't think he's inherently bad. I just think he is very selfish.
He could be the good guy, but he's also a dead guy, so...
Yeah, he's dead. Like, they're not bringing him back. He is dead. He is gone. He is gone. They're not bringing him back again, spoiler alert. They've done that too much. Man, I love Witch's House Call. Prospector Zeke, rank 35 boss. Question mark health. And you have to defeat waves of minions resembling the items you collected for him. Imagine. Nelly told me you think I'm bad, Zeke. Imagine. Did you get the key?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Trying to finish my chocolate milk.
What, you expect to finish your chocolate milk?
Yes.
In this fine establishment? I'm about to level up to 115.
That's so crazy.
That's like halfway through this world and I'm only just starting it. What the heck? How are we this high level?
I don't know.
I swear I was not this high level on my death. I swear I was not. This is crazy. Potato dance. Very cute.
Bosses that have over a million health.
Yeah, bosses that have over a million health. How many of them? I think it's just one. Or a million plus health. Yeah, Zeke would be funny as a boss, but I don't think they would do that. I think Zeke is just a... I would love to know more about Zeke. One, Titan's Trident? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I thought that was the case. I thought it was just the Trident that had a million or more health. Zeke has always been sus. I don't know, I don't think he has. I would like to know more about him, but I don't think he's been sus. Would you consider him sus?
Probably not. He just sounds like some random dude.
Just some random dude. Zeke.
Yeah.
You know, the
He's
guy
just
who
some
makes
weird
you collect
collector
everybody.
dude.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, dude. I think it's time for a cookie. Don't you think? Oh no,
You
this is
deserve
my last one in this box. This is so
no.
sad. This is tragic.
What are you gonna do?
I've got another one. I'm getting absolutely nothing. I apologize.
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to yourself.
A shadow corrupted version of him. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. Diego is not a bad guy. I would solidly rule that out. I would solidly rule Diego being bad out of the picture. Mainly because you're like, what, level 60 at the moment? Later in the game, he gets kind of important. Ah, welcome, Jesse, everyday subscriber. How's it going? How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're talking about what if Zeke was a final boss. Diego is a bad judge of matches, not a bad guy, yeah. I don't think they could make Diego bad and make it fit into what characters want or what players want, because then, you know, you'd have a bad guy judging your PvP matches, and I don't think they would want to go that route. I think that would just cause problems, you know. Doing dandy, that's good. But yeah, I'll happily say that Diego will never be bad. He will always be either neutral or good. That's my honest opinion on that. Honest opinion on that matter. I think the Mimic is next. I'm pretty sure. Or coming up very soon. Yeah, it is. We've got some Genie and then some Mimic. I am dying. Oh my gosh, I have to use a potion. Jeez. Well, okay, just pull me. That's fine. He talks to himself. He talks to people who are there. You have no proof that he doesn't talk when people aren't around, you know? You have no proof of that. If nobody's around, does he actually talk to anybody? I don't think so. Diego just not the sharpest tool. He loves to fight. Yeah, I think Diego's fine. As a character, he's fine. As I said, he's neither neutral. Well, he's like neutral. He's not a character that particularly needs to do something. But also not a character that doesn't need to do something. If that kind of makes sense, you know. What if one day we got to enter the Shadow Realm? How do we know that this isn't the Shadow Realm? Like, how do we know this? Shadow Realm all black, or Wizards are white. Interesting. Interesting. Interesting.
That idea's already been kind of used, though.
What? The
Everything is black and white.
What do you mean by that?
Heat.
Yeah, but that's like completely different.
I know, but okay, never mind.
It's not the same idea. You're going first. It is Mimic. Instead of Shadow Realm, Window Realm. What even is the Window Realm? What the heck? What is he? Fire? Life? Watch this guy be myth. Nope, ice, okay. That's good. As long as there's no... What is he? Storm! Oh, easy clap. I can kill in a couple rounds. Right. You're working on your entry to the Wiz/Pirate Art Contest. Nice. Good luck. I hope you win. I hope you win. Don't need that. I only have 4,000 health, which is like kind of weak, you know. I'll probably hit next, honestly. If you have a good person in your realm, they're evil in another realm. Window realm. Mirror realm. I guess I would call that a mirror. Which is, yeah, I can see that. I could see that. I could see that. I don't know. I don't really like going into like alternate realms. I don't really think that that's particularly a good idea. I feel it's more of a cop out. Evil Ambrose, good Malistair. Man, you're in for a surprise. That's for sure. They've kind of already done that sort of stuff a little bit. Just wait till Imperia. You'll love it. You'll love it. Everybody who's been through Imperia knows exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. But I feel those sort of things are more of a cop-out instead of actual, like, decent stuff. Malistair won't die. He does eventually die. He eventually dies. It just may take him a little bit of a time. You're what, level 60? So you'll be seeing him sometime again very soon. Spoilers, by the way. Spoilers. Yeah. You can't wait. Yeah. Don't worry, he's still bad. It's up until you get to into Imperia, and then he's not bad. For one time. One time, he's not bad. He says like 3 pieces of dialogue, and he's not bad. But the rest times, he's bad. All the real ones know what he's talking about exactly. Everyone who knows what I'm talking about knows what I'm talking about. I just don't want to exactly spoil too much of the story for people because, especially things like that, they're kind of fun. And kind of cool, so, yeah. Whoa, you're going in without me? Holy moly. You got a new crayfish today. Ooh, exciting. You want to play the story mode? Fair enough. Man, I love this pile of sand. Look how tall I am. I tower over you. Yes, run in fear, weakling. She's running away from me, chat. This is so sad. She hates me. All she does is run in fear.
Your health is so funny.
Yeah, I know. It's so close, but so far away to 5,000. So close, but so far away. It's so sad. One more level and it'll be over 5,000. For those who didn't see, it's 4,999. Yeah. His name is Gerald. Gerald the Crayfish. Very cool.
I love giving animals, like, small, weird little animals. I love giving them human names. That's why my fish is named Stanley. Like, he sounds like an office worker.
He does. In the show The Office, there is a guy called Stanley.
I've never seen The Office.
I have. I've watched all of it.
I tried to watch some of it, but I got bored.
I have to say...
And I was like, if I'm bored within the first episode, then I'm going to be bored the rest of the time.
The first episode sucks. It gets better after the first episode.
I'm aware it sucks. I tried to watch it.
Yeah, you have to get over the first episode. Second episode is a little bit better, and then, like, by the 3rd or 4th episode, you know, it's actually pretty decent. In my opinion, at least.
Nah.
And then it gets to, like, the 7th and 8th season, the last 2 seasons, they're kind of bad. They're kind of bad.
I just don't have the, like, patience to sit and wait for things to get good.
It's because switch the episodes, you can't just watch it. I love to just watch it. I like to see the whole story like come together, because like the clever thing I like about those sort of shows is that the storyline is not like the main focus of the episode, but it's building up along the background of like in many episodes. Like each season has like an arc that it goes through, but it's not the main focus of the episodes in the season. It's more of a byproduct of what happens in the season, if that makes sense. And I think especially the character development in that show is like incredible, absolutely incredible. I've never cried more than when I was watching The Office. Like, it was...
Really?
It was so sad, dude. It was so sad. You have to watch it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. If you can get over the first episode...
I can't.
It's so good. You have to.
That's so funny. Oh my god. I feel like I've just learned.
It was like my Marley and Me. You know how people cry during Marley and Me? That was me.
Oh
I was
my
just
God.
sobbing. I was sitting there sobbing.
I've never seen Marley and Me, because I'm not a masochist.
Yeah, I haven't either, but like, it was, you know, it was,
That is so, that just...
no,
Oh my
it's
God.
seriously, it's a good show. Like, if you can get over the first couple of episodes, it's so good. It's so good. The first few episodes start really, really slow.
I just don't have the attention span for that. Unless somebody sat there and forced me to watch it, there's no way I could do
watch
it.
and we can watch The Lion King, okay?
I was about to say,
If
there's
you
gotta be a
watch-
trade-off
If
for
you
that.
force me to watch The Lion King, I will force you to watch The Office.
The whole thing?
Yeah, all of it.
How long do you think... How long do you expect us to be, like, around
Not all
each
at
other?
once. Not all at once.
Oh,
jeez.
okay.
Sheesh,
I
not
was
all
like,
at once.
what
Holy
are you
moly,
talking
I couldn't
about?
watch all of it at once. I need breaks. I need a break after some of those emotional episodes, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I was also crying at the finale, like, oh my gosh. It is such a good show. It was such a good show.
I think I partially hate it because my mom hated it so much. Like, she is very much anti-Office. Anytime anybody said anything about that show, she'd start yelling at them. If it came on the TV, she would unplug it.
Really? Why?
Yeah, she hated it.
Why?
I don't know.
Like, I don't understand that. Because, look, it's not like super duper... I don't know how you would describe it. I guess there would be a reason to hate it, but I don't know if there's a reason to hate it that much, you know?
I don't know, man.
Like, in my opinion, that's a little bit of an overreaction. There are some absolutely great episodes. I'm also watching, I'm watching Superstore at the moment, and that's pretty good. I'm up to season 2. And that's kind of like The Office, but slightly more newer, and in like a big supermarket thing, like Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool.
I saw an episode of that when I was at my friend's house once. I just think I don't really like shows like that.
Fair enough.
Like, if I'm gonna sit there and watch 100 gazillion episodes of something, I'd rather watch Criminal Minds or something.
I like it because it's more relatable to me. You know, like,
I
a
don't
lot
want
of those...
anything to be relatable. If anything reminds me of my life, that's depressing.
I like that because it's like, you know, I could see myself being like XYZ character because, you know...
Maybe it's because I hate myself, but I don't want to see myself in any other form of anything. There should only be one of me, and that's already too many.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But I like thinking that I'm, you know, like, that character, you know, I could see me being kind of like them, you know? Yeah. I think a lot of people see it as a stereotypical TV series, and that's why they hate it. I mean, yeah, it's stereotypical. That's such a good camera angle. Holy moly. It's stereotypical. I'll give it that. But then also, it's more like... Sorry, shut up.
Oh!
it's stereotypical, but I feel, at least for me, it's a lot more relatable than some of the shows, some other shows out there, you know? Like, at least I can kind of see, you know, how it's probably gonna turn out. And I feel like I grow, especially The Office. I felt like I really grew with those characters, you know?
Aww.
Hold up. These guys cheats.
Yeah, that's why I backed up.
Dun, 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 dun. You can't faint. And we can't blade.
Oh. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
He also summons minions as well, and also heals himself a little bit. Just kidding, he doesn't summon minions, he has them already out. Please hold, I need to put in traps.
Okie dokie. Seven, 6, 5. Never mind.
Did you have little faith in me?
No, I had big faith in you.
Big faith.
How many episodes is The Office?
So many.
Yeah, I don't...
So many.
I can't do that, man.
Many. No, but like, you don't watch it all at once, you see.
No, I have to, otherwise I won't remember any of the other episodes.
It doesn't matter if you don't really remember it. That's the good thing about it.
It does.
Doesn't
I
really
can't
matter.
watch things like that. If I watch something, it has to be all at once. Otherwise, I'll never pick it up again.
Trust me, you don't have to watch it all at once.
No, but I'm saying, if I don't watch something all at once, I will never watch it again. Because I'll forget it exists, and then I'll never touch it.
In other words, you're weird.
I watched... There's this anime I really liked. I watched 65 episodes of it.
There's 201
skipped-
episodes.
Skipped one day, and never picked it up again, even though I really liked it.
Well, you should have continued watching it, dude.
Well, I forgot it existed, and then I just now remembered it.
There's 201
And
episodes.
I'm not going to pick it up again. That's too many, man.
201 episodes of pure beauty.
How many episodes of Criminal Minds are there? Because...
Yeah, have you watched all of them back to back?
There's
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
324.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine was also good as well. That's also very good.
That show annoyed me.
Why?
Because my friend liked it. And I didn't like her.
Oh, okay.
Bad memories associated.
Can you use your wizard powers and summon Xerxes to help you? I can come and help you afterwards if that's what you need. We'll do this. I don't know if this is gonna kill, but we'll see. We'll get a minion out of it. We get egg. Egg. What are we calling egg?
Henrietta.
Henrietta the egg. Okie dokie.
Yeah.
The only time I stop watching the series is if I watch with someone, my mum, my sister, etc., and they get ahead of your episodes. Fair enough. Fair enough. You will hopefully be fine. Okay. Let me know if you need help because I will help you. Did not kill, but we got egg. Sorry. Carry on.
I forgot.
Mans is cracked. Look at him. He's cracked.
No!
He's frickin' cracked, dude. He's so cracked. But yeah, I think it's a very good show, The Office. Very, very good show. I was a little bit hesitant on watching it because everybody talks so highly of it. And I'm like, surely it can't be that good. And no, it's not like as good as everybody says it is, but it's definitely a good show. You know? It's definitely something that I would watch again. Just to cry. In my opinion. Oops. Sorry, minion, you can't blade here. I thought I told you that, cheat. Obviously did not tell him that, cheat. Whoops.
How rude.
I know. I'm out here trying to get my minion killed or something. It has a very good replay value. It really does. It really, really does. Really, really does. But yeah, I thought The Office was quite good. It was quite good. Very good. Very good. Would rate 8 out of 10. Some of the episodes were a little bit more cringe. What's also really good about The Office is some of the episodes have you cringing so much, but in like, kind of like an awkward, like, I'm so glad this isn't me sort of way.
I can't handle that. It makes me
There's
shudder.
one in particular that I'm thinking of right now, and it is just so, it is like really bad. If I watched it again, I probably would skip that episode just because it is very uncomfortable. But they do it so well as well. They actually like managed to pull it off quite well, I would say. Yeah. When everyone is hyping up a specific TV show, I tend not to watch it. Same. But I thought, you know what, might as well give it a try. I watched the first episode and was like, I don't know why it's so good. And then I watched the second and third episode and was like, okay, I can see it. I generally give shows a little bit more of a chance. If a movie doesn't catch me in like 2 seconds, I'm out. Just because generally most movies are very predictable and I know exactly how they're going to end before they start.
We're opposites again.
Whereas a TV show, you know, generally has a little bit more value to me because I generally get behind the characters a little bit more. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh no. Cracked egg is gone. I'm so sorry.
Hold on. I'm gonna message you something.
Henrietta died. Died it. He big died it. I'm still haven't killed. You're gonna message me, little old
Yeah,
me,
are you on
something.
Are you on Do Not Disturb?
Yeah. Well, no,
Okay,
but
cool.
it will not show up on stream. I have that
Okay,
disabled on.
there you
Wiz.
go.
Yeah, no, some of them are definitely. I would agree. Would agree with some of them. Yup. Right. We're at 6.5 hours.
Woo! Very
Only
fun.
1.5 hours left. Is it 1.5 hours or 1.5 hour?
Hours, I think.
Yeah. I just always find it weird because you say 1 hour, but 1.5 hours. Which, in my opinion, is
I
weird.
already know.
Oh my gosh. This is so sad. So sad. Hopefully this kills. If this
I believe
doesn't
in
kill,
you.
I will need a reshuffle.
Don't worry, King. You got this.
Do I? Do I got this?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
Ouch. But you know, I get bored of movies a lot quicker than I do TV shows. Is that weird?
Nah.
Like, if a movie doesn't, like, catch me in the first, like, 5 to 10 seconds of me watching it, I just, like, start not really caring about it. And
See, that's how I am about TV shows because there's so much more time commitment to shows. I feel.
Oh, there is, for sure. But also,
Which
I
is why
feel
I'm like, with a movie, if it's like a mid movie, I only wasted like 2 hours. If you waste your time on a show, you've wasted so much time that you could have been doing
But
anything
then also,
else.
you generally don't watch them all at once. You know.
Okay, well, I'm just different and quirky and special, okay?
No, we don't say special, we say quirky and different. No, you see, music has to grow on me. I sometimes listen to songs a couple times just to make sure I actually dislike it or something. Because generally for me,
Such an interesting person.
music has a lot more of a growing impact. Like, you know, I may not like it now, but after I listen to it a little bit, I may, you know, vibe with it a little bit more, you know. It's just very important for me to, like, unless it's like a really, really good song, and then I know for sure that I'm gonna like it. But then also, fun thing about those songs, generally, I don't listen to them as much. You know, because I'm like, oh, I like this song. But, like, it's not something that I actually love or whatever. You know? I'm just weird, I guess.
You're just quirky.
Just quirky. That's me, quirky boy Brent, out here.
Oh my god.
Yup, that's me. You're drawing Emmett from Pirate as a nutcracker. That's cute. That's cute. I like that. That is so cool. So cool. Right, Agrabah.